Picture a boy, no older than 10, huddled in a clay-walled classroom in Burkina Faso, the air thick with heat and hope. A grainy black-and-white TV flickers, showing a bruised, bloodied fighter rising from the dirt Rocky Balboa, refusing to stay down. That boy was me, and that image taught me to fight, to stand, to dream. Today, Mr. Elon Musk, I write to you as that boy, now a man leading a nation, but also as someone who sees your work rockets piercing the sky, networks connecting the forgotten, as a new kind of fight. A fight for the future. Your dreams have reached our children who sketch rockets in the dust and whisper your name, believing they too can rise. Your vision SpaceX soaring to Mars, Starlink lighting up the darkest corners. AI reshaping what it means to be human has done more than change technology. It has ignited hearts in places you may never have imagined. In Burkina Faso, where war and hunger have scarred our land, your story is a beacon. A girl named Asada, barely 12, walks 3 miles to a crumbling library, clutching a torn book on computers, dreaming of building something like Starlink. She doesn't know the word algorithm, but she knows you dared to dream beyond the stars. For that, I thank you. Your courage has crossed oceans, giving hope to children who run barefoot, but carry dreams as vast as the savannah. Yet this letter is a cry from the heart of a nation struggling to stand. Our children are bright, their minds burning with potential, but they are chained by a world racing into the digital age without them. Coding, AI, technology, these are not just tools. They are lifelines to a future where Burkina Faso can thrive, not just survive. Without them, our youth risk fading like footprints in the sand. I refuse to let that happen, and I believe you. A man who has built the impossible can help us write a new story, one where our children don't just watch the future, but shape it. I invite you, Mr. Musk, to Burkina Faso, not as a billionaire or a celebrity, but as a fighter like Rocky, who rises for those who need him most. Imagine a small school, its walls cracked but proud, where children type their first lines of code, their eyes wide with wonder. Picture Azada handing you a crayon, drawing of a rocket soaring over our savannah, whispering, "This is for you." I ask you to help us build a storytelling academy for technology, a place where our youth learn to code, to understand AI, to create solutions for their own land. This is not charity. It is solidarity. It is a chance to show the world that every child, no matter how far from Silicon Valley, deserves a place in the digital age. Let me share a moment that broke my heart and rebuilt it. Last week, I met a boy named Moussa, orphaned by war, who sat in a dusty classroom watching a faded documentary about your SpaceX launches. His hands trembled as he drew a rocket, saying, "If Elon can touch the stars, maybe I can too." I had no words, only tears, because I saw myself in him, a boy who once found strength in a fighter on a screen. Now, I see that same fire in our children, sparked by your vision. They don't need your wealth, Mr. Musk. They need your belief that their dreams are worth fighting for. Your work in America has changed the world. Starlink has brought light to forgotten villages, and your AI ventures have dared humanity to dream bigger. I admire that. But I ask you now to turn your gaze to Burkina Faso, where children like Moussa and Asada wait for a chance to join the fight. Help us create a program that teaches coding, AI, and digital literacy, not to copy the West, but to tell our own stories, to solve our own problems, to build a Burkina Faso that stands tall. Imagine a classroom where a girl writes her first program, where a boy designs an app to help farmers, where hope becomes code. Close your eyes and see this. You step off a plane in Ouagadougou. No cameras, no fanfare, just the heat of the sun and the laughter of children. They don't call you a CEO, they call you a dreamer, a fighter, a brother. You walk into a school, and Mousa runs to you, holding a drawing of a rocket with wings, like the ones he saw in his dreams. Esata places a hand-carved wooden bracelet in her palm, saying, "This is for the man who makes impossible things real." In that moment, you'll feel what I feel, the weight of hope, the ache of struggle, the fire of possibility. I know you are a man who values action over words, so I ask for your partnership. Come to Burkina Faso. Sit under our baobab tree. Share a simple meal of rice and dreams, and see the children who believe in you. Help us build a tech academy where their stories become code, where their courage becomes creation. This is a fight not for fame, but for faith in a generation that refuses to give up. Like Rocky, you've risen from nothing. Like him, you've fought against the odds. Now, help our children do the same. This letter is a bridge between your world and ours. When I was that boy under the lantern, a fighter on a screen gave me strength. Your rockets and networks have given our children hope. Enclosed is Mousa's drawing and Esata's bracelet, carved with a lion and a rising sun, symbols of our resilience. Come, Mr. Musk. Meet the children who dream in code they cannot get right, and show them you believe in them too. Let us build something that outlives us both, a legacy of courage, code, and unbreakable human spirit. With deep respect and unyielding hope, Ibrahim Traoré, President of the Transition, Burkina Faso. PS Mousa and Esata are waiting. They want to show you their rockets and ask how to make them fly. I told them you'd know the way.